If you tried.
We are live.
100%.
Oh,
Like if I went up to a
live.
guy?
Yes.
Oh.
100%. It would be over with in.
Man, 2 minutes.
Oh.
We're live, by the way, guys.
Oh, we are?
Oh, we are? We're live right now?
What's happening?
Welcome into Sports with Balls. We are getting gutsy already right away.
Yeah,
Yes.
they didn't hear the previous 2 minutes of that conversation.
Welcome in, guys. So happy that you're joining us this Thursday evening on this scorching day. Jeff, you were out in the sun today.
Yeah, thanks. I know. I look a little red. I
No, I'm not pointing that out. Just
played some golf this morning.
What'd you shoot?
Man, honestly, I shot an 84, but with the 3 mulligans, 87. I mean, I've got a new swing that I'm trying out, and it's annoying the hell out of me.
You hit everything where it lied?
No, that's why I said I had the 3 mulligans.
So there were
was-
3 shots that you didn't hit where they lied, but everything else you
Everything
did.
else, yeah. I can usually shoot in mid-80s. You know, it's not too bad, but my driver was a disaster today. I mean, I'm talking all over. I think I hit only 2 fairways. It was all rescue.
Really?
Everything was punch shots out of the woods, and but the only thing that saved me, like any other golf enthusiast knows, was my chipping. Was on point. I chipped
Nice.
up within 3 feet. With the gimmies, I think 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So that helped out a ton. But other than that, it was a day. Welcome to Sports with Balls, y'all. 7:00. 7:00. Yes.
7:00.
I'm a little red from my golf. Lauren, how are you? Welcome.
I'm doing good. We're all set up here in the side room once again at Glitter. We thank you so much, Glitter, for having us. It's gonna be a fun time. We got lots to talk about.
Glitter with Sports with Balls.
Glitter,
Yes.
baby.
Karaoke.
Speaking of balls, I just want to say something.
Oh man, this is gonna be a fun show.
I
y'all.
just want to say
Speaking of
something.
balls,
If you're gonna
And
bring
I'm
up
sorry.
John, from outside on the bicycle.
No, I'm not going to do
Okay,
that.
all
Although
right.
that did take some balls. But I was driving here. I don't know if anybody watching or listening has this. I'm not trying to offend you at all. But can we stop with the hanging balls from cars?
Oh, from the trucks in the back.
yes. Can we stop with that?
Cars. Do you saw a car with it?
I saw a Jeep with it.
I don't know. Jeep owners have a weird little.
Yes. But let's stop that. Let's stop the hanging balls from cars.
What's up, Wiley
yeah, I
Bell?
don't like that.
That's
I
stupid.
don't like that at all.
Hey, listen, Johnny just joined it. Johnny's not here today because happy birthday to his daughter Lola.
Happy birthday, Lola!
Lola, happy
birthday.
So many birthdays every single episode. I love it.
July's a birthday month.
It is.
It is.
My brother's July 28th.
Oh, is this coming up then?
Yeah, he's down in Miami. So Sean, if you're watching, what's up? What's
Your
up,
wrestling brother. I wonder how Miami's doing because I heard that they're shutting down over there.
Austin? Nah, I mean,
They're
he's
still going?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
He went to a bar the other night and called me.
Oh, all right,
So
cool.
He's not social distancing. That's for sure.
better
Wiley,
be
what's
careful.
up? Wiley said, "Gig 'em Aggies." Come on, bro. Really?
Yeah, get that out of here, man.
What's up?
Hook 'em.
Man, that's the one. Do we agree on that?
What?
Hook 'em. So
Oh, absolutely, dude.
that's the only thing we agree on.
Hook 'em all day long, man.
There's people that I cannot stand. Astros fans that are also Cowboys fans. It's the most
Yes.
obnoxious thing.
Hey.
And Spurs fans. They're like Astros fans, Cowboys fans, and Spurs fans. And it drives me nuts.
The only thing that bugs me about that is the Spurs. Ugh, I cannot stand the Spurs.
Well, because you're on the floor at the Rockets game, we all get that. I'd hate the Spurs too. So welcome y'all again with Sports with Balls. We got Lauren Leal here, Papa Miles. Welcome.
What's up?
And Jeff Michaels.
Yeah. Jeff Michaels with the ugly golf game today. I'm gonna start practicing though. I really am. We need to start going.
You talk about golf so much, I figured you'd be really good at it.
I'm okay. I actually live
Okay.
on a golf course too, and I just I don't know. It's a tough sport.
Yeah, and you got a son, so you got to teach him.
He loves it. He absolutely loves it, and we'll get there. We'll get there whenever he gets old enough, making him do his own decisions. But there's a putting green. But the thing is, we'll go out to the putting green, and he goes into sand traps, and it's just like a sand castle. He's
"Daddy,
not
look
trying
at-"
to swing the golf club. He's playing in the sand. But Kimberly, what's up? Thanks for joining in. Oh, Rick, my boy Rick, man, how's it going, man?
We got Garrett saying, way to keep your eye on the ball in regards to your comment at the beginning.
I just saw that and I don't get it.
Is that Garrett Stryker?
No, it's Garrett Williams.
Garrett Williams. What's up, Garrett Williams? How are you? Listen, dude, there's so much to go over. Big day in sports. Lots of NCAA stuff that went down today. Absolutely I don't know what's going to happen, man. This is the NCAA is nuts. Let me go down the list of the highlights for the NCAA today, okay? The Big Ten going to a conference-only slate this fall, okay? Notre Dame, on-time start season, less likely. ACC, delaying the start of fall sports until September 1st. Ivy League rules out playing all sports this fall. Ohio State pauses campus workouts due to virus, and UNC halts voluntary workouts after positive test. Those are the topics on NCAA.
College sports are not going to happen.
This is frustrating as hell for me, and Grant and I were talking about this about an hour prior to the show about the money that these people that y'all don't understand, or people are going to figure out how lucrative and what a business college sports is.
Well, and
especially football.
How valuable college football is to the entire college environment. I mean, for universities that have, and no offense to any of these people that play those sports, that's awesome that you do it, but like field hockey and soccer and, all these wrestling, all these smaller sports, they're paid for basically
by football.
Yep. And these people that have all these complaints in relation to college football coaches and how much they get paid, the huge amount of it's all about the money for college athletics and all that, college football, and they don't care about the student athlete and all that stuff. We can get into all that, but you don't have college football in the fall, they'll find out real quick how valuable college football is as a program.
And what'll happen? Go ahead, Lauren.
Well, no, I was going to go back to, I remember maybe it was a month ago when they were saying, you can have up to 30% capacity in stadiums. And now it's just like thinking about that in today's terms, literally today, it's like, whoa, like, is that even going to be possible to do?
Yeah, listen to all those. I mean, you're almost every
it changes.
ACC, Pac-12, Big Ten, they're all coming out and saying we're delaying stuff. Notre Dame, who's, an independent, they're like, the season starting is less likely. Man, one of these sports, and we keep saying it, is going to have to make the move and see what happens. I mean, golf is doing it. Golf is the first people that are doing it, and people are getting tested. They actually had a player get tested positive a couple weeks ago. Now is playing this week. Was it Dallas? Is it Dallas this week? Where they're at?
No, I don't think they're in Dallas this week.
I forgot what tournament's coming up.
I think it's Memorial,
actually today.
Isn't it?
No, that's next week.
That's
Tiger.
next week. Okay.
Tiger's coming in next week.
That's right. Yeah.
But golf, they have players test positive, caddies test positive.
Yeah.
Sit out for 10 days and then they come back.
Yeah.
And then so you see that it can happen, and people that are out there that get this, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, you get a little sick or whatever, and then you come back and everything's fine. And I just hope sports doesn't, especially college like this, man. This is going to be a massive, massive economic downfall for some of these schools. We were talking about North Carolina, all right?
Yes.
The North Carolina Tar Heels have been a basketball school since 1940, whenever, like Duke, UNC, massive. I mean, that's it. But all of a sudden, North Carolina has turned into a nice college football program. Mm-hmm. And now they're canceling their season. And you just told me they had a 5-star recruit just signed with them, too.
Yeah, well, they have Mack Brown now. Former Longhorn coach,
Mm-hmm.
Mack Brown. And one of the things, I have my beefs with Mack Brown and what he did at University of Texas. He won him a national championship, so kudos to him for that. He recruited terrifically while he was there. He's doing the same thing at UNC now. I mean, they got the numbers. I can't remember who the player was. I think he was a cornerback.
But
they got
the
number 7 ranked the high school player in the country just signed with North Carolina.
And then they're going to cancel the season.
And then you're going to cancel the season.
Well, and then that goes pushing back all of the freshmen that are coming in and the seniors that it's their last season and everything like that. And then also there's a possibility of moving all of the fall sports to spring, which would be kind of crazy to do, but at least they would have their opportunity to play.
Well, and how would that affect college football players that want to get ready for the draft and train?
Yeah,
and then you got the combine, and
the trickle down effect of this is massive. And I mean, man, I just hate reading all these headlines, man, because I love college football starts before NFL does, so it's always fun just to see football on television. You're like, yes, you're going to see some good games, and you love that. And then
going out to the games, like there's
rivalry
Saturdays.
week, I mean, all that stuff, and it's like, man, is this stuff going to happen? And I'm not downplaying the virus. Look, it's safety first. We all understand that, and everybody's aware of that. But man, sports is sports, and God, we need to get back to something. And I hate seeing all these negative things. We're pushing it back, and we're doing this, and we're gonna. I mean, for the Pac-12 to just cancel everything, whoa.
Yes.
I mean, that is, y'all either they know something that nobody else knows, or I'm sorry, the Ivy League canceling everything. I mean, those are smart schools, right? Harvard.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to say. Who are we really excited to see from those schools? Because the only person that I can think of that came out, or most recently, was Andrew Luck. But I'm trying to think of other players that'd be.
No, they're generally those are the basketball schools. I mean, for sure. But these are like, generally speaking, a lot of intelligent people, and for them, they
yeah.
And it maybe because
Book-wise.
look, like we talk, yeah,
Book-wise. They're book smart.
Yeah,
They can test well.
okay.
Sorry, I'm just.
No, I mean, look, we were talking about that. Is Michigan going to cancel their football season? I highly doubt
it.
that. Texas, I highly doubt. Those big schools are not. And the reason that these little schools, Ivy Leagues, stuff like that, might be able to is because they don't necessarily depend on that football money like everybody else has. And it's just not that big. But it still is a big deal for them to be canceling.
Oh, huge.
And canceling their stuff. I mean, that's just.
Well,
Yeah,
and
for
I think
sure.
part of the nervousness or scare, what fears universities from doing that is, how does it look and who's going to be the first one to do it? Well, now you have the Ivy League doing it, so who knows who else goes, okay, well, they did it and there's no backlash or whatever, so maybe we should do it. And then it just becomes a trickle-down effect.
Right.
So that's my concern. I made the joke, about the Ivy League, I think with Jeff, and I was like, oh, darn, we won't be able to watch Harvard and Yale play this year. That's terrible.
I saw that. I saw that you posted on Sports with Ball.
So,
Dude, at this point, I would love to watch Harvard versus Yale.
Please give me something.
If they're the only ones that was like, look, we're gonna play, dude, I'd watch Harvard and Yale all day long. I'd have a party at my house for it, like a boxing match,
You'd have all these 4-way players, 5-way players. Like, come on, bring it on.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
yeah. You cancel the NFL season, all of a sudden you've got a 6'7", 295 center playing for Harvard. You get basketball.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, you never know how all that's going to happen. But that's the big news, is all that stuff that's coming out about NCAA, and there's a lot of schools postponing stuff, a lot of schools pushing stuff back. It's just very frustrating. Let's just hope this we can get through this and go on, and hopefully have some college football. I mean, like I said, the big ones aren't canceling yet.
Like you said, Grant, like the trickle down effect. Like if they're the first to do it, and they're like, okay, why not? We're going to join in with them.
Right.
That's kind of what we saw at the very beginning of this pandemic in March. It was like one postponing after another.
Yes.
I mean, here in Houston, we had Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and then March Madness, and and canceling the rest of the NBA season, or postponing it until a couple of weeks. It's about to start back up. So things could change like it did with professional sports.
I hope.
It could change.
Let's hope.
It could change.
And that's nuts when you think about it, all the things that have been canceled. Like, we've kind of moved on from it, but you said that now, and I was just like, holy shit, that's right. We didn't have the tournament, March Madness
We
this
have
year.
March Madness.
Rodeo.
Yeah.
We didn't have that. We didn't. Just
There's a
think
lot
of
of
all the
people-
big things. We didn't have college baseball. We didn't have the College Baseball World Series.
The Little League World Series. I used to love watching that, man.
We didn't have any of that, and that's just.
All-Star break.
I've forgotten about that until you said that, and I was just like, man, that is nuts.
But the thing
we
is,
didn't do that.
I bring that up because things have changed from now
Yes.
to then with
Yeah.
professional sports coming back.
Right.
So,
Agreed.
so
Well,
could with college.
Yes.
that's the opening. So again, welcome everybody. Sports with Balls. That was the hot topic we wanted to tell you guys about. Look, Austin, dude, Austin, who's the bull rider in the blue shirt?
I'm not a bull rider. I don't know what that person's talking about.
What kind of shirt is that, Grant?
My boy Austin.
Premium.
It's a
Oh, it's a Volcom shirt. That's like
Volcom shirt?
skater.
yeah. I don't
How's
know.
that bull rider?
Dude, can we please see you on a skateboard?
Hey, I'm pretty good on a skateboard, man.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You're like Tony
I'd like
Hawk
to
over
see
there.
that.
No, I'm not that.
No,
I'm
come
not
on,
that.
dude.
No.
But welcome to Sports with Balls. Look, we got a few people to thank while we're on the show. Number one, we're at Glitter right here, 2621 Milam, man. They got karaoke, I think, every night of the week, and they are open because they have food. They have great, incredible steaks. They've got incredible drinks, obviously. And
Still waiting for you to get on stage.
karaoke?
Break one down.
I only did it one time in Maui. That was a long time
And
ago.
what'd you sing?
I was you after 2 or 3 glasses of wine. So
You haven't seen that yet.
I know, but I'm just hearing rumors. So no, I sang Friends in Low Places.
Oh, of course. Great
Yeah.
karaoke song.
Yeah, and it
Great
was,
karaoke song.
So I think that's the number one. I don't know. I mean, I'm in Maui and whatever. I don't have some incredible voice. I'm sure there's some people out there that have recorded me because I've been known to get a little tipsy in my garage and start singing like Jodeci. Which
In your garage.
That doesn't come out right.
Jodeci.
Yeah, Casey and JoJo.
Jodeci.
Yeah. So, anyways, welcome again. We're over here at Glitter Karaoke. They open up at 8 o'clock. We'll be here still. Come down if you get an opportunity, 2621 Milam. We want to thank Joe Applewhite, my man. Been here since day one. Applewhite Realty, 713-291-5270. And I always say if you ain't first, you're last. That's Joe. But he likes to say making the impossible possible. Listen, if you're looking to move into a high-rise, a condo, an apartment, a house, a mansion, all this stuff, you mentioned Sports with Balls to Joe. He's going to take care of your move for you. Help you out. He makes it the easiest process ever. So you guys call him 713-291-5270. Also, Construction Concepts, my boys over there, Mark Boardman, Josh Wiseman, unbelievable. Like we say, building Houston. Those
Yes.
you know the Wisemans very well.
Yeah.
So great guys over there, man. Call them anytime you want. 713. What is that? Do we have their numbers sitting up there? I had their banner up here, but call them, Construction Concepts. They are one of the best commercial builders in Houston. So buildithouston.com.
That's right. That's right. And of course, this would not be possible without Prime Texas Metal Roofs. When you go to them, like I said before, it is hurricane season, people. So make sure that you get your roofs all taken care of. They do metal roofs, but then again, they do all type of roofing. So whenever you go to Prime Texas Metal Roofs, you tell them, Sports with Balls, I'm a listener. Hey, I like that show. They will give you a free inspection. Yes, correction. I love that show. Call them at 832-993-7507. That is 832-993-7507. Prime Texas Metal Roofs.
We got another number on here, too, for them. 832-755-1440. They do have two numbers because they got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. And, of course, lastly, but not least, of course, we want to thank Thiessen Law Firm. Of course, whenever you go to them, they will take care of your family law, your criminal law, and when you mention Sports with Balls, you get a free consultation. They will hook you up. So give them a call at 713-864-9000. That is 713-864-9000. And that is Thiessen Law Firm. We thank you so much for being part of us here on Sports with Balls. And
I love Mark Thiessen. If you haven't met Mark Thiessen and his wife Tally, these guys they're incredible people. Like, he's a lot of fun. Like, he goes to these karate classes at like 6 o'clock in the morning, right? So when I wake up, which is not 6, I mean, he's got to wake up pretty early to get to a class, and he'll wake up by the time I'm up. He's posting like he's done with his karate workout at like 6:37 in the morning. I'm like, bro, that's a bit early to be, kicking people.
Karate chopping.
That is unbelievable. But Thiessen is a great guy, along with all of our sponsors. They're awesome. So,
yes, thank you. We just had Kimberly say, y'all should come out and do the show at our tournament.
Yeah, we should. She said earlier she's got a golf tournament.
Hey, if it's inside, yes.
Well, it's in October, it says, so October should be good.
You never know. You play golf?
You never know.
Lauren? Mm-hmm. Are you the cart girl?
I'll do the cart.
You'll do the cart? I'm not going to lie to you. Listen, there was a really good-looking girl applying for a cart girl opportunity today, and I walked in after the 9th hole, sweating. It's hot. I'm wearing
her?
And so I no.
What'd you say?
He interviewed her.
Oh, you interviewed her.
But I had my hair. I didn't wear my hat, so my hair's all screwed up and I have a mask on. And I was wondering, she just looked at me and just turned around. I was like, man, she's pretty good looking for a cart girl, right? And then I walked back outside and I told my partner I was playing with, and I was like, dude, that girl she was beautiful, right? Yeah. And he's like, have you looked at yourself? And I was like, no. And I grabbed my phone. I was like, oh yeah, well, no shot on that.
Have you looked at yourself?
I'm burning red, like I'm beet red, and my hair's everywhere, and I have a mask on. It was
sweating and breathing heavy and
embarrassing.
Yeah,
embarrassing moment for Jeffrey. But my golf game got better after that.
Well, there you go.
There you go. She kicked you in the gear.
Grant, you got some more Pat Mahomes, because I wanted to dip into this. We talked about 460, 470 million on Monday, and it ended up being way more than that.
Yeah, well, I think what people are so the thing about his deal doesn't kick in until his rookie deal has run out. Mm-hmm. So he's still going to be on a rookie deal.
It's like 385 this year or something.
Yeah, he's still going to be on a rookie deal, which really, to be honest with you, just to kind of refresh so everybody knows, the contract plays out as far as the numbers that they gave him on extension is 10 years, 450 is the number that they have according to Spot Track. Signing bonus of $10 million, average salary of $45 million, Total guarantees 141. It's not going to kick in. The real heavy money on this deal doesn't really kick in until 2022, 2023. What's genius about the contract is, man, his cap hit, when you look at what his cap hit is, his cap hit this year is going to be $5 million. The next year in 2021, it'll be $24 million. In 2022, it'll be $31 million. So for the next 3 years, his cap hit won't be very heavy compared to what other guys are doing. So they can spend money to make the team better.
I wonder if there's a trade clause in this thing.
I'm sure there is at some point. I didn't get particulars on the trade clause. Yeah. NFL really doesn't do a lot of trade, like no trades.
Yeah, they do they demand stuff.
Correct. Yeah, in their contracts.
Demand to be traded. Mostert.
Right.
So does that change what you said last show about the 24% taking up that?
It does. It changes that significantly. So his percentage
and we're talking about the percentage of what he takes up for the entire cap for the team.
For the cap, correct. Yeah.
Counting against the cap.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean his percentage, I think whenever the contract first came out, it was like 24%.
24%.
When I was looking at it earlier, his cap percentage is something like, like this next year, his cap hit for what they'll have in total will probably be like 10%, which is crazy. I mean, you're going to have Patrick Mahomes taking up 10% of your overall salary cap. So it's huge for them, especially because Chris Jones is a player on their team, defensive lineman, who's wanting to get paid right now. And he's holding out and has threatened to hold out. This gives them an opportunity to do that. And I think the way that they position this contract and what his hits are, he really starts getting paid heavy. I mean, not that $30 million is not heavy, but his cap hit starts getting really big. 2023, $42 million, and then it's 40 up to that. In 2027, it hits almost $60 million is his cap hit.
Oh my gosh.
So, but one of the things
I think they schedule that, well, not schedule, but like they do that. Obviously, these people aren't idiots. You know, They make a lot of money because who knows what's going to happen between if he gets hurt or what happens by then. Shoot, you don't know if they move him, if he gets a leg injury, and then so by 2027, maybe they have 2-3 Super Bowl rings. He's hurt, something like that. Now they can move him, whatever. And they don't even take the cap hit.
Well, and that's why I said I doubt he would see the entire life of this contract.
Yeah, of course not.
Because at some point
goes on along with the A-Rod contract.
Right. I mean, it's extremely possible. Look, with the way he's performed his last 2 seasons, I mean, it's extremely possible that this dude could play out the whole thing. But go ahead.
And I was going to say, and someone that I think that would stay with him, even though it took him till 61 years old to get the Super Bowl, was Andy Reid.
Yes.
I think he'll stay with him unless there's a trade offer or something that you said that Mahomes could go somewhere else. I think that him and Andy will be the team.
Well, he's guaranteed himself, obviously, this money. That Super Bowl win guarantees him the next 5-6 years in Kansas City.
Absolutely.
Look, Brett Favre won 1 Super Bowl in Green Bay.
Yes.
And how long was he there?
Yes.
I mean, just that 1 Super Bowl kept him there. People loved him, and Mahomes has that sort of personality, that gunslinger, that type of mentality that fans love. And look, if you're drawing in fans, they're going to pay you.
Mm-hmm. Well, and think about Aaron Rodgers.
For sure.
Aaron Rodgers, I mean, when he won his Super Bowl, it was fairly young in his career. I think he was 27 at the time. I mean, when he won one that young, you think, oh, man, this is one of many. He's only won 1, And so it's not a guarantee.
So he's like, what are you doing, Jordan Love? Get out of here.
It's right. It's not a guarantee that he's going to, I know a lot of people are like, oh, they're going to be in multiple Super Bowls.
Kansas City drafts a quarterback next year.
Yeah,
get out of here. Like Mahomes is like, leave.
That would be stupid. But no, one of the things I did was I looked at it and I said, just through the life of this contract. So let's say just to be on the safe side, he stays through the life of the contract. That would be 15 years in the league, 14 where he's actually playing. So I kind of projected it out. I just wanted to see, based on his averages over the last 2 years, kind of where his numbers would be.
Right.
At the end of this contract, if he continues on his track, he would have won 161 games, lost 49, which is a 77% win percentage, which is pretty high.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yards would be at 65,600 because he averages right now his first 2 years 4,700 yards a year.
Dang.
So that would be 65,600 yards after 14 seasons.
You're projecting this out, and I totally understand. I love the numbers, but there's no possible way he stays with the players aren't staying there. The offensive line isn't staying there. He's not going to have Tyreek Hill like that, those routes. People, listen.
You just never know.
But with the way defensive coordinators are these days, like, watch. He will not be that successful next year. They're going to start figuring him out. These guys are geniuses, right? That's what they do. His numbers will slowly come back to like earth, because right now they're just astronomical. And people will start figuring out a way to stop these people. Like, they will. That's what the defensive coordinators do. A
prime example is last season. We saw just Lamar Jackson just boom, blossom all season long. And then, of course, he had a bad performance in that last game. I believe it was against the Titans, where they just took him out. They read him. They knew everything that was going on. And
yeah, as soon as you find one tape, a team that shuts Patrick Mahomes down, they'll be all over it. So they study that and study that and study that. And then, that's why they have practices. Those guys are smart. Patrick Mahomes is not going to continue on this pace. Will he win another Super Bowl? Yes. I think he'll probably get one more.
What makes you think he won't stay on the pace?
Because the defensive coordinators, they're going to figure him out.
Well, I think they will figure him out, but I think Andy Reid's going to stay on top of it too. And obviously his slingshot arm. I mean,
well, that's the thing I would say. I get what your point about defensive coordinators getting
he had a slingshot arm.
Well, but I understand. I'm just saying, to say that Andy Reid won't adjust, that's not much respect to Andy Reid.
I just think that the defensive coordinators will have – look, so he's been in the year 2 league?
He's played 2 full years,
so
yes.
Now they have tape.
Correct.
And once they have tape, they can figure stuff out. What side do you push him to? What side do you need to load up on? When did the linebacker come out of this? When's a strong safety blitz on this? Is third and long? Like, these guys are, they're smart. They know exactly when to do this, what to put him out of his little comfort zone. He's done amazing things, but they will figure out how to at least contain him. I'm not, he's going to have games where he goes off, but there are going to be different defensive coordinators that are going to contain him. Same with Lamar Jackson. Same with any other great quarterback that comes in and has these, or even running back that has these amazing, just blowout seasons. Ezekiel Elliott came in. Wow. 2,000-yard season. Was it his rookie year or a year after? And then
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, people will figure out how to contain you.
That's true. That's true. But he can still keep up his performance level. Like, he can still keep up all, his great arm, and
he's played in 31 games. So are we saying that in 31 games defensive coordinators have not figured him out yet?
No, he's throwing left-handed. He's throwing no-look passes.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, come on. They will, they, like I said, they come up with these schemes. I was a quarterback in high school. They come up with ways to stop you. What way to push you? You were a quarterback in high school?
Powder puff.
Powder puff. Oh, just I love the powder puff girls.
Anyways, you were a quarterback in high school?
Yes, ma'am.
Really?
Yes.
Impressive.
I posted something about it the other day because my mom sent me a bunch of stuff. I hate it when my parents send me stuff because I feel like they're getting old, and now I have all the stuff. I'm like, oh. But she sent me a huge crate. My son opens it up, and it's a bunch of newspaper articles from Austin and stuff like that about all my football stuff. And I sat down on the couch, and I was like, you go through memory lane for a minute. You're like, whoa. Yeah. Like, man, but that wasn't even my best sport. So
it was basketball.
Yes.
Because he went to play basketball after high school.
Yeah, played in Germany, Croatia, and Belgium.
Freaking awesome. We got an athlete over here.
Well, I'm not going to say my age until Lauren does, but whatever. We'll get into that. Another huge thing from the NFL, I'm not sure if I sent this out earlier, but J.J. Watt. Have you seen his Instagram picture? He is tiny.
He's small. I keep seeing him on all these interviews, and I'm like, you just look small when he's talking, just medium shot right here.
He's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. And
now he comes out and it says that it's too early for him. His quote is, I've been on the NFLPA calls the last couple of times we've had them. Watt said on a conference call, I don't think that we're anywhere. I don't think that we're to a point yet where people are making the decision because we don't have enough information yet to make decisions like that. So I think that it's a very fluid process, and I think it keeps coming up. Obviously, the report data goes closer and closer, but as of right now, we really don't have enough information to make a decision like that, I would say. And he's saying that he hasn't even made a call on whether or not he's playing. And for me to see him as small as he is, and
you're referring to this.
Is that
this picture? I don't know if you can see it or not. But yes,
You
this
gotta.
picture.
Oh, say he's wearing. There's a picture. Is that his Instagram?
This is his Instagram picture. So
And he looks ripped up, right? He looks like a UFC fighter. Doesn't look like the
he doesn't
defensive
look
end.
right.
He's at least down 20, 30 pounds. I don't know if that's good or bad for him.
Well, that's a question.
when you're a
Do you
pass
think
rush,
he's at a point where he's done? Do
Well-
you think he's at a point where he's through playing football?
Well, we kept thinking this. I honestly thought, from the pectoral tear last year, and the back surgery prior, and just everything, and I know he wants a ring. They all do, but I honestly thought after the pectoral tear that may have been the end for him last season.
I'm actually surprised that he wants to come back. I like you said, for the physical part of it. He is, I don't know. I think, hey, look, I'm sorry to say this, Texans fans. I know you are going to be really upset when I say this, but they're not going to win the Super Bowl next year. So,
No.
I mean, what would be his reason for coming back? Especially if they have a season that is shortened or that is COVID heavy, however you want to say that. I mean, what would be his reason for coming back?
I listen. I think J.J. Watt, he's an athlete. He's very, very, very focused. Like he's one of those people. And if his mindset goes in a different direction, like maybe he's advertising, maybe getting behind a microphone, maybe doing TV, maybe whatever, he will stop because he's had a ton of injuries. He's played less than 50% of his games the last 4 years.
So that's what I was going to say, is that not too long ago he was on Saturday Night Live.
Yep.
I believe it was like the weekend before Super Bowl.
Yeah,
or whatnot. So, yeah, I mean, he does all these commercials with his brothers. He had that show Tag, I believe it was called, come out not too long ago. He has a post-football career in front of the camera. And I think that's where it's going to go next. And I thought, honestly, like it could have launched that whenever he did the Saturday Night Live.
What's up, Craig? My boy Craig Warren's on. He used to play professional football for the Jaguars. He says Gardner Minshew.
That's why he said that.
Yeah, that's why he said.
I'm a Minshew fan. I like Minshew.
I love the stash. I mean, that guy.
I like him.
He's fun to watch. He's fun to watch, and people need personalities. The Jaguars needed something like that. Poor Bortles, man.
They
like
did.
Bortles had 2 great years, and then just went to the.
Hey,
I don't even want to say it on air. He just
one of Blake
happened.
Bortles' best games he's ever played, ironically, was that AFC Championship game against the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rest of his team played terrible. He actually played really good in that game, and they almost won. They almost beat the Patriots in New England
It's so
to go to
awkward
the
with
Super
him.
Bowl.
It's so awkward with him with his no expression, man. He just never has. There's no. You don't see him. Brady will just be like, yeah. Dude, Bortles is just. I mean, strictly by the book. No facial expression. Nothing. Gardner Minshew gets out there, and it's sort of like that Patrick Mahomes type atmosphere and that Brett Favre type thing, flag football. Brett Favre. If y'all ever watched the 30 for 30s on ESPN, he even said the first few years he was out there, he he just said hut. And they were like, you don't know the routes? And he's like, no, I just throw it to an open guy. Right. I mean, he just said hut and played flag football, so we'll see what happens. But thanks for tuning in, Mr. Warren. Awesome.
And by the way, J.J. Watt's played 9 seasons, and he's made $86 million.
Yeah, and I remember it was
So-
$100 million.
Whoa.
That was his contract for. What?
That's
Yeah.
it?
He's made $86 million in the NFL.
And he's been 2-time Defensive Player of the Year?
Nine seasons, $86 million. I looked at how much money he's earned over his career. That's
Oh,
how
my
much.
gosh.
That's how much cash. As far as his contracts may have been larger, but his actual payout.
Right.
Remember I
right,
told
right,
y'all
right.
about the Browns Njoku a long time ago when Lauren first came on, months ago, and now he wants to trade.
Yeah.
He
Wants to
needs to come
trade.
to the Texans. That would be because we don't have a tight end. If Njoku comes to the Texans, now you're talking about some really, really serious weapons.
They don't have anything to give up.
I know. I mean, Bill O'Brien's terrible at all that, but I mean, give up Watt.
That's what I'm saying. They don't, give up J.J. Watt. Is that what you said?
JJ Watt?
Hey,
I didn't know that's
look,
where you were going
he's
with
played,
this.
No, I'm joking, but he's only played.
no, it's a great question. Would you give up J.J. Watt for him?
Uh,
I would.
maybe. I mean, it's a serious maybe because look, he's played less than 50% of his games the last 4 years.
That's what I'm saying.
He's injury prone. He's dropping pounds. I mean, The problem you have with J.J. Watt is what he means to the city of Houston. You're going to lose a lot of money fan base wise if you get rid of J.J. Watt, because J.J. Watt only wants to be in a Texans jersey. Now, if he makes a conscious decision to lose or to move, it's different. So the public will view it a little bit different. But if we trade him, man, dude, people are going to be like, that's J.J. Watt is a lot of the reason people watch Texans on Sundays.
Oh yeah, I mean he is legendary, especially here in Houston. Not just in the country, of course, everyone loves him, but here in Houston specifically, that's why people watch the Texans. But the thing is, as far as Njoku, if I'm saying that correctly,
I love him.
Yeah, I think he'd be great. He doesn't really have a fit up there with Beckham and Landry. However, Beckham may be going to the Dolphins. Who knows about all that stuff? Yep. That's another situation. But yeah, I could see him. I could see him with the Texans.
I don't know who we get rid of. Maybe I don't know how we.
There's nobody.
Yeah, I don't know
other than a J.J. Watt.
What?
You're gonna have to give up a J.J.
Watt
of all, he's not type of player.
First of all, he's not that
cracking
good.
Me up.
Is that the only sound effects you have? Give me the.
That's the only button you found.
I know there's a bunch of them, dude.
That's the only button you
try out the
found.
new
Well,
one.
the thing
We're
is,
talking
it's
about
like,
JJ.
What? For what? It's what? For what?
For what? I didn't catch on to that.
I got you.
Like, you know when you go to the Texans games and he comes out of the tunnel, or he like, has a huge sack and they play turn down for what?
Yeah, I get it now. But
explain it more.
What?
Well, you didn't understand
do
it,
y'all
so
know,
I was explaining.
Do y'all know I got 3 Facebook messages about the Cy Young shit that from
for
real? I swear to you, dude. And I was like, oh my gosh, I mean.
So shall we repeat for those of you watching that don't know what we're talking about?
Just watch last
episode.
Watch Monday's episode.
Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 Facebook messages on there being like, so appreciate the insight, Jeff, about Cy Young.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And what was funny
thanks
about
for teaching us.
But the thing that was so great about that was when you said it, it was like I'm injecting some real good shit right now.
You were like,
he was named after Cy Young.
He was named after Cy Young.
Like
Cy Young Award.
I just okay.
And the thing is, Grant, you're like, correct. And I'm like, no way. But like Grant's like, yes,
Smart
correct,
asses.
sir.
Well, because
you see what I'm dealing with here, y'all? Jeez.
I didn't want him to I want him to be like, it's like when your kid says something to you.
You are not trying
like,
to have.
You're right. It's
good.
good.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, your kid. Thanks. Exactly.
But speaking of another slap in the face, do y'all see DeAndre Hopkins' tweet?
Yeah, I was going there. Yes. Man, and people thought that it was like, oh, that's not that harsh. Bro, that was.
Oh, I mean, that is right on the money.
That,
so he tweeted 24 reasons why Mahomes deserves that. 0 doubts he will win more Super Bowls.
24.
24.
24-0. That's why it says 0 doubts. 24-0. That it is actually it's very creative.
I mean, it is, but move on, DeAndre. Like, you're in Arizona now. Move on.
I know he's in Arizona now, but it's like,
It's
okay,
over.
Bill O'Brien.
It's over. Move on.
He's friends with Mahomie. Why not?
I mean,
I get that, but I mean, that sounds like bitter grapes. Like it's funny and clever and all that stuff, but just move
okay,
on.
Dallas.
To what you're saying, right? To what you're saying, he has thrown out a few shady tweets towards the Texans, which are they warranted? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I don't know what happened. Nobody knows. There was a lot of talk about what happened in that room between him and Bill O'Brien before. Yeah. People said there was no bad blood, but you can forget that. This is like the 3rd tweet that he's really tweeted out. To slap Bill O'Brien and the Texans in the face. So, do Texans fans love Hopkins anymore, or are they just like screw it?
Well,
I think
crowd's booing.
These crowds are booing.
Yes.
For me, I still cheer for the guy. He came here first.
But if you're a Texans fan and he's throwing shade on your team, are you still?
No.
Are you still? Yeah, I mean, I don't see.
He's on another team.
Yeah.
The thing is, you have to understand how
Do you
he
wear
was
your
treated,
Hopkins jersey
though.
around anymore?
Oh, I hate that when I see people in the stands wearing jerseys for players that aren't
Different
on the team
teams,
anymore.
Yeah.
Except if it's a legendary player. If it's a legendary player, I get it. But if it's like if I go to a Cowboy game and somebody's wearing Terrell Owens jersey, I'm like, what are you doing? He doesn't play on the team anymore. Move on.
First of all, you're at a Cowboy game, so is there a boo button on that? Yeah.
Well, the thing is, though, too, I mean, people may only can afford that jersey and not to get another one. So it's like,
listen, so many people have these Hopkins jerseys, right?
Yeah.
Do you wear it? You
No.
wear it proudly?
No.
I don't think so. I think people are like, especially when he's throwing shade. he came out with his thing, thank the Texans, blah, blah, blah. And ever since then, it's just been hammer Texans, hammer Texans, hammer Texans.
Well, and the other thing about it is that I know he's not doing it, but he's knocking his former teammate. Like I'm sure he's got some boys still on the team. Like he's
obviously
throwing shade at them.
Listen, so this is my point. He's moved on, so Houston needs to move on.
Yes.
You can keep that Hopkins jersey.
But who hasn't moved on?
There's
That's
a lot
what I'm
of people
saying.
that are still pissed off that we traded him. Like
Yes.
a ton of people that are pissed off, but
Still talk about it.
now he is helping out the fan base of the Texans by doing this. Now people are like, oh well, shit, we should have got rid of him anyways. Like if he didn't like it that much.
The thing is, though, people didn't investigate and realize why there was so much tension between him and O'Brien.
But
Do you
the
think you'd ever get the
perception-
real story?
But the perception of DeAndre Hopkins was that he was such a good guy, just humble, never said a word.
Okay.
He was quiet. Now you see these tweets, and he's like, the perception has kind of changed. He's not. I mean, dude, look, that's some shade throwing right there, like big.
Yes.
So the perception of DeAndre Hopkins is not this gentle giant anymore. Like it's like, oh, this guy's got a little bit of attitude. All right, well, screw him. Like let's go beat Arizona's ass.
Yes.
That's what I would think. And if I'm
Yeah.
Texans,
No,
so-
I mean if you're a Texans fan, I don't know how you would continue to be root for DeAndre Hopkins.
I agree. Not when he does that. If you're a Texans fan, that shouldn't happen. So,
okay.
Lauren disagrees.
Lauren touched on something a second ago. Odell Beckham wants to be traded to Miami. Oh no, not wants to, but there's some talks that he might go to Miami. Now there's always didn't he just put out 2 weeks ago that he has unfinished business in Cleveland?
Who? OBJ?
He did, because he was practicing with somebody, and then he said, sorry, I'm not because they were talking about him going to New England because Cam got signed. He was like, sorry, got unfinished business in Cleveland. Now they're saying Miami, that he can get traded to Miami.
I don't know if there's room. Like, you look at Devontae Parker and what he's done, and he's
know.
actually kind of doubled as far
that guy's a
in
beast.
yards. And I'm like, okay, ooh, he's gonna be good with Tua. Like, I'm excited to see that duo.
But that's it though. That's all they have. Devontae Parker.
OBJ should have never taken that picture
Who
on
else
that boat.
did?
No. Ask
Miami.
Tony Romo.
Yeah, he should have never
Tony Romo
taken a
will tell ya.
picture with all the Giants on that boat.
Tony Romo say, hey, dude, on your bye week before your playoff game, don't go somewhere and take a picture. It's
Yep.
no good.
Oh man,
So
it's been a
this
downhill.
year, the Dolphins sign Brandon Jones, Tua, Raquan Davis, Curtis Weaver, Blake Ferguson, and then Jason.
There's room for him down there. They can get rid of
Strowbridge.
two of those guys and bring OBJ over. I mean, I think it's more about Tua. How would he fit? I mean, Tua's a lefty. Parker's a slot receiver that usually lines up on the right. I just don't know. I mean, yeah, he would open up a bunch of room.
And a 3-receiver set, the way the Dolphins have it now, they have their lineup is Devontae Parker, Allen Hurns, and Albert Wilson.
And Hurns is a beast. If you had Parker, Hurns, and OBJ, that's some talent. I
Yes.
just don't like his attitude and it's almost
No.
like the Antonio Brown thing. It's just always something.
Someone commented, really good. Fans will probably side with Hopkins over O'Brien. So many people hate O'Brien.
Yeah.
That's just going back to last conversation.
Apparently Hopkins does too. Hopkins, you listening, you can come on the show, tell your story. Love to have you. That'd be awesome. Lauren,
Yeah?
get on it, Lauren.
Get on it. Get on it. I'm trying to get on it with all these comments over here.
So we'll see what
Boo,
happens.
B.O.B.
Yeah, boo, B.O.B.
People keep. Should I order a Bill O'Brien jersey, Joe Applewhite?
Yeah. All right, so that's pretty much the NFL in a nutshell. What we got going on. Man, if y'all saw earlier, if you're on Sports with Balls on Facebook, if you're not, follow us. I posted earlier. They had a 4-inning scrimmage game, and man, look, I watched. I'm not gonna lie, I watched for like 20 minutes. And then prior to that, I posted the home run by what's his name from the Cubs.
Yeah, their catcher.
And
I saw, the ding in the bat.
Yeah, and it
Right.
was just it literally
The ding
okay.
of the bat,
So they
it's
go
a wooden
from
bat. It's
The
a
ding.
wooden bat.
Well, you hear the pop.
Okay.
You hear
You
the
said
pop
ding.
of it. Well, whatever. Same difference.
Sorry.
Well,
Go ahead.
the pop of the bat.
Proceed.
We need one of those sound effects, pop or ding. So my point is, I posted that because they did from the intro. There's no fans in the stands, and they introduced him. He walks up to the plate, and then he hits a home run. And it's really not that interesting.
Boring.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that was your quote on it, was boring, because it was like, pop. And it's like, you could hear the dugout kind of, you could almost hear birds in the background.
I mean, it's just like spring training. Like, that's what this is going to be like.
Spring training, you at least hear
You
something.
have some people, but let's be real. Most of those games, it's quiet.
We need
It
to
is
see,
quiet.
They should let their parents come. Like
Jim
in Little League games.
Jim Crane has said that he's going to allow fans. I just want to see where this. Look, we only have, man. What's the date today?
Today's the 9th.
Today's the 9th. So the 23rd is the first game. We have 14
24th.
days. So 2 weeks from today.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And has anybody said that they're not allowing fans, or has anybody said they are allowing fans, or is this just kind of like I went on StubHub and I went on. They're not selling tickets.
From an inside voice.
Ooh, do we have a breaking news button? We got a breaking news button.
Hey, it's just an inside source, okay? That it's most likely not going to have fans.
There you go.
Not going to have fans.
Just yes. That's why I said my gut feeling a couple shows ago.
My gut feeling is we will.
Okay.
But I think that's your just hope and wish.
Sure.
I think
But
that's your good feelings.
Like, I mean, look, they're gonna. You go into bars now. You go into all these places now. Haircut. They get a little thermometer and like, ding. You know, I mean, whatever. With all these tests, and I hate to. It's one thing I hate doing on the show, but just with all these tests coming up positive, and all these people, you know, it's gonna dramatically drop because everybody's getting tested now. So I do see these numbers going, plummeting real
I hope you're
quick.
right.
And then I think they'll be like, oh, okay, well, let's have,
Let's play.
Let's have some fans in the stand. I don't see them going all season. I will say that maybe not the first couple weeks or something like that until they see some sort of positive stuff. I mean, they all have doctors and whatnot giving them advice, but I don't see them going through the whole season. No, I think that they will have fans in the stands.
I
Really?
tell you the
it's
one
only
thing.
60 games though.
The one thing that I've thought has been really cool is I've watched some English Premier soccer games, and they're empty in the stands for the most part, but they're playing crowd noise. I mean, it sounds like there's fans there.
Yep.
And it's pretty entertaining. I mean, it makes it feel like that you're watching.
Yep.
You're watching a normal game with fans, and it was really kind of cool. It still has that effect.
Yeah.
So I was gonna bring that up earlier as Anthony Rendon. Remember him from Washington,
Oh, yeah.
and then of course he got
Astros
No.
fans
now
know
he's
that guy.
now he's with
Like,
the
no, I have
Angels.
no idea who that guy is.
And of course he's Houstonian, whatever. Anyways, well, they were asking players like, what do you think about having, the crowd noise and everything like that? And he tweeted back to it, it's like you're looking at a pizza, but you're smelling a hamburger. Which is kind of a weird analogy
That
to
is a weird
say
analogy.
whenever you're talking about fans. I feel like
Dude must have been
hell?
hungry.
like
does
that's
that
like a
mean?
weird comparison.
That dude must have been hungry when he was asked that question. I mean, that's a weird analogy.
Watching a Grateful Dead concert.
Yeah,
talking about that.
exactly. There you go.
Listen to the Grateful Dead.
Apparently,
song.
Grateful Dead is not a rock band.
For you guys that don't know,
learned that.
Lauren does not know who Grateful Dead is.
No.
Sorry.
We're getting closer and closer to this age thing. So,
We're
we
getting
can
closer
narrow
to
it
it.
down now. If you don't know who Grateful Dead is, then there's a big demographic that
You
that
said
we can
it's
get in
like
I say-
chill music. I was like, is that like Revolution maybe or Stick Figure?
No, not
there.
like
No, I
that.
said like Woodstock.
Not like that.
Like
I mean,
Jimi-
kind of that same vibe.
Kind of Jimi
Yeah.
Hendrix, Fish. You know who Fish is? Phish.
I think I've heard of them.
Oh, Lord. Are we going to lose fans?
No. No, they're into it.
Yeah.
Completely kidding.
They're into it.
We'll have to. You know
They're
what?
into it.
You know what? Well, they're into it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna lose fans. John on a motorcycle, like we just gained one.
Yeah.
Or not a motorcycle, bicycle
Yeah.
earlier.
Oh,
But yes, that game that you posted where they hit that home run, that was boring as hell.
Yeah, I mean, with
was
the, it just didn't sound. It didn't feel like baseball. It felt like spring training. It just felt like there's.
but at least it's back though. It's something to watch.
But for how long without the fans? How long are you gonna be able to tune in and watch those games?
It's only 60 games.
That's what I've said from the beginning. How is this going to be any good?
Yeah, I don't know that because it's all entertainment value, right? You go and watch a
It
movie.
is.
You go and watch a movie because it's entertaining. You know, Gladiator, unbelievable, entertaining. You go and watch a
Yes.
movie because it's entertaining. You go to baseball games because everybody's there. I mean, look, in this day and age, everybody wants selfies at the bar and outfield of the Minute Maid. You know, everybody wants to be check in at the Minute Maid, say they're at the game. Blah blah. So, how long are you going to be able to sit in front of your television for 3 hours and watch a game with no fans?
I mean,
don't know.
and that's a true point too. But then it's like, okay, if the bars do open back up, and we're not in this like weird phase that we kind of converted back to, Pete, the COVID's going to spread whether you get it in the stadium versus getting it in the bars. And I know we talked about that, but I think it's the liability of
Oh, sure,
COVID
sure.
happening in stadiums.
No,
you
I know it's obvious why they're making the decisions they are because they're trying to be proactive and
Yes,
be protective. I get all
yes.
that. Like that's wonderful and great, but it just makes the product suck.
Hey, do we have gifts that you're not telling us about or something?
You know, we did receive our first gift from my boy Blair in Denver.
Yeah.
There's these arm pillows. Is Blair there?
He just messaged, how are
Where's
the
Blair?
SWB
I don't
team
have mine.
enjoying the gifts? I don't have any gifts.
My boy
He's
Blair.
keeping them all to himself. What
I
is
don't
this,
have
No,
Jeff?
I should have brought him, and I didn't today. I'm sorry, but Blair has a pillow company, and he worked on this design forever. You know, when you're laying with a girl and you like try to slide your arm underneath, you try to slide it out. Well,
The boyfriend pillow.
yes.
You created the boyfriend pillow, Blair?
Yeah. So he's got like the pillow where it's on your arm, and you can lay and you put your arm through the pillow.
Mhm.
It's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And it was the first thing. So my son opens up the door and there's a package. He's like, Daddy, you got a package. And I look up and it says sports with balls. And I was so excited that it was the first thing that somebody sent us. So Blair, you're the man, bro. I appreciate it. He's out of Denver. Great
Lauren
friend of
loves
mine.
it, Blair.
I'm so
Lauren is
excited.
really excited about
I'm
that.
so excited.
I'll have to send you the colors. So you get the pink one. There is a pink one. So that's yours.
Okay.
I'm gonna need one. I'm gonna need one too.
Oh, yeah? Blair, you got to send a couple more to Sports with Balls,
That was
bro.
Ebonics back there. I didn't even know they had a mic back there.
It's
Look
called the
at you.
Spoony pillow.
The Spoonie pillow.
Hey, what
okay,
just
okay.
Blair, put on there whatever your website is, and we'll get it up there for you. But yeah, these pillows they're awesome. I've got 3 of them now.
Oh, okay. He's
Yeah.
got all the cuddles.
No. I mean, obviously,
What did he say? Cuddles or snuggles? What was it?
it is the
The
Spoony,
Spoonie.
the Spoony pillow.
Spoonie.
But it's pretty cool. Like I
Got
said, you can put your arm through it, and it doesn't cut off your circulation because you're laying on it. Like,
Oh,
it's-
that's legit.
and then
yeah.
so the girl can lay on the pillow on your arm, and you're not,
Ah.
So
your fingers don't go numb. You're like,
So your
ugh.
big spoon.
Yeah.
Ah.
this is
Ebonics.
how he's gonna get
Welcome
the
to the
date.
show, DJ Ebonics. Wow, that only took 53 minutes.
Jeff's. So we've learned that Jeff's a snuggler.
Yeah.
He likes to
Yeah.
snuggle.
I see that.
I am. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
Oh,
He likes to snuggle.
No,
That's awesome.
I'm really
for
not.
you,
I've got a
man.
big bed. Like, stay over there. like, I mean, I've got dogs
If
and
they do.
kids, and they, come jump in the bed. It's a big bed, So
yeah.
spooning is cool, but like I said, when they pass out, you need this pillow. Like, just move your arm right out from underneath it, and the pillow is still there.
This is his selling point, guys.
Get it, Blair. Send us your website, Blair. And
No, Jeff's
once
gonna go to
again,
the bar and be
appreciate it.
like, hey, ladies, you see this?
Yeah.
This is
I'm
the
gonna,
Spoonie pillow.
got one in my truck. Got one in my truck.
Just come rest your head real quick.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Says you won't be
Again,
staying, so don't worry about it.
ooh, listen, listen.
What's
John, listen, John outside, for y'all that don't know this, we're over here at Glitter, right here on Milam
Glitter
at
Karaoke.
2621 Milam. And
That's right.
Hey, that's a good.
apparently,
Karaoke.
Lauren, tell us the story with John. What happened outside? Lauren had a good experience walking outside to get some stuff out of her car.
I did. It made my day. It really brightened up my day. So, just walked out, was getting some equipment, brought it back in. But as I was walking out, some guy was just, riding his bicycle. He stopped and he's like, "You're really cute." And I was like, "Well, thank you." Okay. And he's like, "Hi, I'm John." I was like, "Hi." And then he's like,
Did you say
"Okay."
your name?
No.
And then he just took off?
And then he goes, "Okay, have a good day." And then he kept riding.
No.
And then
Dude's
I
got
just
the worst
walked to my
game
bike.
ever.
Worst game ever. Like,
But it made it. That was so sweet, and it takes a lot of courage,
good for John, if you're listening.
John, come back.
Good job, bro.
Come back,
Come back, John.
John.
baby.
You
come
had
back.
good teeth.
Oh, and look
Yeah,
like
you had good teeth, and you made Lauren's day.
you did have
Yes.
good teeth. Hey, Blair, he posted his website in the chat. So if you want to check out those
You
pillows,
want the snuggle
they are
pillow,
right there.
Snuggie, whatever. What is it? Omni.
It is
the Spoonie.
Spoonie pillow.
The Spoonie
The
pillow.
Spoonie pillow.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Well, we touched on a bunch of stuff today. MLB with the no fans. One more quick note, and this was not that it was annoying, but like the Astros 2021 schedule came out.
I know. So yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, you don't even know how this year is going, and you're going to throw out the 2021 schedule?
Well, they always do it like really far in advance. But what's crazy about this is that I don't know if you saw that all 30 teams are going to be opening day on April 1st.
Yeah, April 1st. They moved it back.
And they tried to do that in 2018, but they had weather conditions to where every team couldn't do that. But besides that, I believe I wrote it down somewhere. Like they haven't done that since 1968. All teams haven't started on opening day. Like all
I'm
teams
sure that's
played
going to be
on the
like
same opening day.
Hopefully that's going to be like, hey, everybody's coming back together. Everybody's at the stadiums. You know, the whole deal. Baseball's back. Blah blah blah. And we'll see. Like I said, we'll see how this year goes. But I thought that was pretty cool about the opening day thing. But you already released this 2021 schedule. We haven't even started the 2020 season.
I mean,
it's just awkward.
I mean, you look at the NBA too, and right when they're done with if they do this season, 2 days after is the draft.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like everything's thrown off. We can't really.
Well, I can't blame them because I think everybody is at a point right now where we're just wanting to get to 2021. And everybody just has in their thought,
Can we
like,
just go?
what am I going to do in
Come on, baby.
2021?
This is getting ridiculous.
Let's go.
Getting stupid. So I can't blame them.
Speaking of some NBA, some good news today. Mike D'Antoni traveled. All the teams are showing up in Disney right now, so it's all over the internet about everybody's posting their rooms and stuff like that. D'Antoni is with the Rockets. And apparently thinks that they have a shot. They have a shot to win. So he traveled with them. There was some speculation because him being a little older and concerns over the virus and whatnot, that he wasn't going to travel. But he landed today, and the team is there, and D'Antoni's with him.
He has a lot of courage and a lot of. He's excited for Westbrook and James. He really thinks that they can do it this year.
I mean, I think
he keeps talking about how big he is on Westbrook this year. Like, he is amping him up.
What if the Rockets win the championship? Do we have a parade? Can you have one?
I doubt it.
Doubtful.
So we just win a parade with no fans. There's just them celebrating.
We just won a championship.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's just at home like, woo! I mean, we get to talk about it. So, but I mean, there's no parade. There's no like, way to go, guys! All right, cool. That was awesome.
No, they can come on Sports with Balls with us and just talk.
For sure.
This will be the parade. This will be the celebration.
Grant,
What's
what
up?
happened today in sports, bro?
Boom, boom.
Let's get to your section because everybody loves this section.
I don't blame them.
What
I don't blame
happened?
them.
Tell us what happened.
Well, today, like you said, today's July 9th. July 9th, is that correct? So
That's correct.
July 9th. Did you know that in July 9th, 1914, Boston Red Sox purchased Babe Ruth's contract from minor league Baltimore Orioles?
Big one.
So that was, of course, everybody knows he was a Yankee. That was when he went from the Baltimore Oriole minor league team to the Boston Red Sox. 25,000 is what they're speculating that they bought.
25 grand, yeah.
I mean, that was 1914, so nobody really has hard numbers on what that is. Some people think it was half that.
That's a ton back then.
25,000 for a minor league
Yeah,
contract
that's
is
huge.
pretty significant. And then, of course, the rest is history. 1914 and 1919, he was with the Red Sox, and of course, famously went to the Yankees, and then destroyed it from there. But
The Curse of the Bambino.
Curse of the Bambino, yeah.
Oh, did I say that right so I don't get embarrassed?
Yeah. No,
Okay,
you said it
so
right. You
is
said it
that-
right.
is that
Did you say it
good?
wrong earlier?
No,
it's
I'm
good.
just talking about Cy Young, so I
Yeah,
don't want to get
no,
my ass
it's
handed to me.
It's good. No, so far you're good. Trust me. If you screw up, we'll let you know.
His name was Babe Ruth.
Yeah, no, good call. Mark. Yeah, but yeah, no, it was.
Nobody watch Monday's episode, please, because I mean I've already had
Oh,
messages.
I mean, we're
about
about
Yes,
to
please do
highlight
it.
this up.
Please do it.
It's about to be posted.
Whenever we do, people are gonna make highlights of that. Like, oh, embarrassed.
It's coming for you Instagram. It's coming for the Instagram.
So July 9th, 1914, that's what happened. July 9th, 1933, did you know that the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets were sold and rechristened the Philadelphia Eagles?
Oh,
No.
So at first they were the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets and
Frankfurt
became
Yellow
the
Jackets.
Philadelphia Eagles. 1933. I pretty local. We'll get to the two baseball ones later. 1968, Wilt Chamberlain becomes the first reigning NBA MVP to be traded the next season. That's when he went from the Philadelphia 76ers to the LA Lakers.
Yep.
Which is crazy. I mean, if you think about trading an MVP. So imagine right now, Giannis, the Greek freak, Milwaukee Bucks trade him next year if he were to be the MVP. Like, that would be nuts.
Yeah.
Like, that's hard to believe.
I mean, not really.
Well,
dude. You look at what LeBron did. LeBron just wins and leaves.
But nobody's trading LeBron, though.
At this point, LeBron, if he
Take-
wins this year, he should just go to like Oklahoma City and try to win one there.
I
Like,
mean, you
why
take
not?
it-
Like
you-
go to as many cities as you can.
You take it to a manager level too when you look at what Phil Jackson, like they were like, okay, you won this many,
Right.
leave. We don't want you anymore in our culture, which is
I mean,
just stupid.
Business, like people don't understand, sports is sports, but business is business, and those guys can. I mean, they do what they
well,
do.
oof.
Maybe those guys.
I can
maybe he
understand that.
lost
That
in
general manager
19. What
makes
is
me
it?
so mad.
1976. Maybe he lost a poker game to the guy. You know, like in at one of the houses. He's like, damn it, like you gotta trade him. You never know.
1968, by the way.
68. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cy, we need a Cy Young button. Sorry.
But it was crazy. I mean, we were talking about it before the show. You look at, I don't want to get off on a thing here, but go look up Wilt Chamberlain, man. That dude was unbelievable when you look at his stats. 30 points per game, 22 rebounds per game. Crazy stats. Wilt Chamberlain, two-time NBA champ. Pretty significant. Same year, 1968, July 9th, local news here. The 39th MLB All-Star Game was played in the Astrodome in Houston.
Oh,
Boom.
1968. NL beat the AL 1-0, and the MVP was Willie Mays.
Willie Mays hit
Willie
hit a home.
Mays.
Did he hit a home run?
I think so.
Yeah, that was his home run in the All-Star game.
It's what won it. 1-0.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to think the Astrodome was around in 1968 for Willie Mays to play in it. For me, that
That's
is. I'm
awesome.
not a Houston guy,
And I used to
so
watch games in there.
it's crazy.
I loved it.
That's been around. It was around that long.
I've been in there one time, but I don't
See,
remember.
we're getting
it.
close.
Getting close. And then finally another baseball
How
time.
old were you when you went to the
Hush,
game?
What year was
it?
it? What year was it and how old were you?
Hush it.
1988, July 9th, 1988. Did you know that Nolan Ryan is 7th to win 100 games on two different teams? He was on the Astros when they beat the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
I looked that up to see who those people were as far as the MLB pitchers that won that many times, 100 games with two teams. It's pretty much the people that you would think of course, some old guys, Grover Cleveland, Lefty Grove. Those are old cats. But then you get to Randy Johnson, Greg Maddux, Dennis Martinez, Mike Mussina, Nolan Ryan, and CC Sabathia are the players that have won 100 games on two different
All
teams.
Hall of Famers.
Oh.
All
Correct.
Hall of Famers.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And then finally, July 9th, 2018, hedge fund billionaire David Tepper bought the Carolina Panthers for an NFL
Yep.
record $2.275 billion.
Billion.
Yep.
And became the
What?
richest NFL owner in the NFL when he did that.
Mm.
He is worth over $12 billion, becoming the wealthiest NFL owner.
How?
Very nice.
But what is Jerry Jones worth?
According to this, which I think this may be off, but
The
according
franchise,
to
the Dallas Cowboys franchise is the most expensive franchise in the world.
this, correct.
But what
$5
about
billion.
what
Like
is
his
he
net
worth? 'Cause
worth?
He's
I don't
talking
know.
about
His
you're
net
talking about
worth.
the actual owner.
I'm talking about the owner's net worth, David Tepper. So it has this as far as the elite. Dave Tepper, Carolina Panthers, $12 billion. Shad Khan of Jacksonville Jaguars, $9 billion. Jerry Jones of Dallas Cowboys, $8.5 billion. Stephen Ross of the Miami Dolphins, $7.7 billion, and Stan Kroenke of the LA Rams, $7.7 billion. Those are kind of the top tier, like richest.
So
owners
that's
in
their
the
net
NFL.
worth.
Their
That's
net
their
worth.
personal net worth.
Correct. That's their personal
The
net worth.
franchise is the Dallas Cowboy franchise is the most expensive franchise in the
Right.
world, and even the soccer teams, everything.
That's
Correct.
crazy.
Yes.
Blows them out the
Yes.
water.
Oh yeah, I know. When I go out of the country, like I've been to Mexico, and they're like, "Oh, you're from." They'll say, "Oh, from the USA," and they're like, "Oh, sports, Cowboys."
Correct.
Yep.
They just
Like
say
Vaqueros.
Dallas
Oh.
Cowboys.
Josh, are you gonna blow up his ego anymore today? Like we need a.
I'm not an ego guy.
Yeah, you're really not. Papa Mar. I can't even do it.
Papa
So this day today in sports.
No, it's a
Sound
big
like Walter
compliment.
Cronkite.
Yeah, I love
It's
it.
a huge compliment.
Walter
Your voice is
Cronkite.
amazing.
Look,
Oh,
guys, we
tell me
want
more
to thank
about me,
y'all.
Lauren.
Yeah,
Tell me more about
Hey,
how amazing I
you
am.
got great teeth.
Let's go.
You got great teeth.
Keep
Hey,
going.
I want to throw out one of the
Oh, we're
sizzling
off
hot
me now?
topics.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes, we're definitely
Just
getting
kidding.
off, Grant.
I'm just kidding. All right. Let's move on.
sorry, Grant.
No, keep
What-
going. What
one
were you
more
gonna say?
thing. What
were
we
you gonna
got?
say?
No, I just wanted to do the one sizzling hot topic. I got a couple of
Oh
them.
yeah, you got
but,
hot topics, man. Give us your hot topics.
Man, sizzling. I just wanted to do one that was
Oh yeah, that's
you
right.
know, Ebonics, are you over there?
I got you.
Ready for the sizzles? So I don't know if you saw this. It happened literally earlier today in Phoenix, Arizona. A baby was caught from being dropped out of an apartment building, guys.
I saw this.
You saw this, right? So the apartment building was burning on fire, and people on the ground were like, yelling like, "Drop the baby! Drop the baby! We're gonna catch him! We're gonna catch him!" And all of a sudden, who comes flying in? Former college wide receiver Philip Banks comes to the rescue and just catches him. And I think we have a video of it.
It's rolling.
Is it rolling right now? Okay. Oh man, he just comes in at the nick of time to catch this baby.
Awesome story.
And he was in the Marine Corps for 4 years. He played college ball in California. Anyways, I just thought it was a really cool story. He had told M Live that it was all fast. It was a blur.
Good job,
it was
Mr.
tunnel
Banks.
vision.
Good
Yes.
job. And great
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
Great story.
Yeah, I
That's
just figured,
phenomenal.
I got some other stuff up my sleeve, but that one just had to get out there. I know we're pressing for time right now, but yeah. Anyways, it's right here on the screen.
That's awesome.
Oh, he just comes in at the nick of time and scoops that baby up.
Boom.
Former wide
Woo.
receiver. Got
Caught
the
a,
hands.
I mean,
Caught
caught
the
a
hand.
baby.
Caught a baby.
Do
Good job.
Go ahead. No, you're gonna tell another one. I was just gonna tell. Did you ever see that one with the guy in Philadelphia who caught kids coming out of a fire?
I don't know.
Did you ever see that story in the
Yeah.
How
NFL?
long ago was this?
It was during this season, and he's a Philadelphia guy.
Okay.
And they were interviewing him on television, and they were asking him because he was catching kids coming out of this burning building. And he said, yeah, he's like, I was just throwing them and I was catching them. Unlike Nelson Aguilar
Yeah,
for the
he's,
Philadelphia Eagles.
he's called
or
out
something like-
Aguilar. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was great.
I just love the baby, the lady that's like, not today. Talking about like, she's like, and they had them kids in the building. I was like, not today. I love
I gotta go
that.
check this video out.
Oh my God.
What else
it's
you got? Do you have any
awesome.
more to go over?
Oh, I do, but I figured, we got to get out of here.
Yeah,
do we
just- I
have
mean,
some time? It's up to y'all. It's up
it's-
to y'all, guys.
I mean, how hot are the topics?
I mean, if Lauren's saying them, they're pretty high.
oh, thank you, Grant.
All right, give us some more hot topics before we roll.
This one is on in your fairgrounds. It's Ezekiel Elliott. Okay,
Ooh.
so
Greatest running back in the NFL. Let's hear it.
well, so that's what's the funny thing is. So he was ranked 11th best running back of all time in the NFL by an NFL offensive coach, like that's currently in the NFL.
Of all time, like, ever?
He said very few breakout runs, doesn't look as strong anymore. Feels like
Can't
he's
be
about
ever.
60 to 70% of what he was.
He does look like a shell of his person. Ever since he jumped into that Salvation Army thing, it's been downhill.
And then
The Salvation Army. Oh, the
bucket, the big old red bucket when he jumped in there after he scored a touchdown, it's all been downhill.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
so Zeke
he has run for
tweeted him
1,600,
back.
1,400, and 1,400 yards. So, I mean, yeah, I guess that's pretty average.
Thank you, Ebonics.
I guess that's pretty average.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then so Zeke replied to that tweet and that article and said, "Whoever that is faded." LOL.
But it was 11th ranked in the NFL currently, right? Like the 11th ranked running back?
So this tweet is kind of confusing, but from my perspective, what I saw, it's best running back.
It's not 11th ever. Like, that's impossible. He's not even close to the top 20.
So then maybe in
It's got to be
the
today.
current-
Yeah, the current
the current
statistics. Yeah.
NFL, the current
I mean,
NFL.
in 4 years in the NFL, he's only led the league in rushing twice of those 4 years. He's only led the league in yards per game 3 times out of those 4 years. Yes, that's correct. It's pretty average.
Listen, I think he's
You're right.
I really do.
Yeah.
I-
No, he's pretty average. No, he's pretty average.
he is.
I mean, he's pretty average.
You guys win a bunch of playoff games.
Yeah, it's pretty average.
and then
How you doing over there in those playoff games?
8-8. Sorry,
8-8.
Oh, my gosh. They haven't been 8-8 in a while. Let's get over that.
Sorry, Grant. All right, and then to finish it off with
Get
the
past
last
that
one.
second
it's
round of the playoffs, Texans, and we'll talk.
True story. Sorry.
24 reasons why, zero doubts.
God.
Ah. Okay, so to end this last one was a teen was struck by lightning on the field, and I'm not just talking about any teen. It was a soccer player in Moscow. I'm not sure if y'all saw this, but there's these pictures that side by side of Ian Zaborski, if I'm saying that correctly.
Sure.
Like I said, he was playing a soccer game and immediately struck by a lightning bolt and just fell to the ground.
Wow.
Crazy. So if you see these pictures, I mean, it's just like it was caught in camera. It happened over this past month.
What'd that dude do in his life that made him get struck by lightning?
Something
You've done
happened.
some bad stuff. That's called karma.
You think so?
So what's the
Well,
end of
wasn't
this?
like-
Did somebody revive him, or is that it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, this
You
is
went so-
the end of the story.
It's mystery theater.
Whoa!
From now, we
got struck
ad-lib and
by
figure
lightning.
out
Trying to
what
end on a
happened.
positive note,
The
like
end.
goddamn.
no. He
Yeah.
went straight into a coma,
And he died.
but then he's recovering.
There you go.
He had
All
some
right.
injuries, but he's
Nice.
recovering. He's
I like it.
awoken. He did an interview, so yes, he's recovering.
He
but
awoken, and he's recovering from his injuries.
He awoken up there. No, he has awoke.
I swear to you, Grant, I thought that was the end of the story, and I was like, "All right, so
Yeah, dude
thanks,
struck by lightning
Lauren.
and he's
this
laying
guy
on the
just
ground."
got whacked in the Ukraine with a
Yeah.
bolt of lightning."
With-
Awesome.
With what's going on in society today, though, guys, I wanted to ask you a question. Would you rather have something like that happen to you, to where you do recover, you have some injuries, but you do recover, or would you rather get coronavirus and be one of these athletes going into a season?
So
Corona is easy. I mean,
So hold on.
Don't
let
say
me,
it's
let me,
easy.
Let me make sure that you're wanting the right answer here. So
Struck
your
by
question is:
lightning.
Would I rather be struck by lightning
I mean,
or get corona? Is that your question? Is that what you're asking?
I'm pretty sure that was it. Look, we got a new segment, Lauren's questions. Guys, you can vote.
That's a great-
Get
yes.
online and vote. Go to
Yeah.
Sports with Balls. Would you,
Put
would you
on
rather-
comments. Would you rather be struck by lightning or get corona?
We got to end the show, man. Have you not had any? What's in here?
Don't worry about it.
It's Red Bull.
Don't worry about it.
It's Red Bullish.
John, come on back, John. John with the good teeth. Golly.
On the bicycle.
On the bike.
Ding, ding.
Listen,
I
thank
don't
you
even
guys.
know how to answer that question.
You didn't give me an
I don't
answer.
even know if I want to.
I know the answer. Who wants to get struck by lightning? That's
Yeah.
absolutely unbelievable. Like, you want to get shot in the head or Corona? Well, go ahead.
I'll take corona.
I think I'm going to take Corona.
But you come back and you survive.
You don't know that.
I'm giving you the hypothetical situation. So yes, I do know that.
Well, what? I mean, you got burnt fingers, all kinds of stuff. I mean, you see the trees. I mean, I've
Yeah.
had my house hit by lightning. No, listen, no argument. And that's Corona. Like,
I'd have
I'm
to
not
go
going to get
Corona.
hit by lightning. I mean, what?
No.
You know.
That's a good question, though.
Oh,
That's a good question.
Eyes.
That was a good question.
oh my
See,
god.
so you're welcome. You're
All
welcome.
right.
You took the focus off of your Cy Young comment. Now it's on me.
Yes.
I saved you, Jeff.
Johnny J, we love you, baby. Happy birthday to Lola.
Yes, happy
enjoy
birthday, Lola.
yourself. We'll see you on Monday. Listen, we got to thank some people to make this possible again. Joe Applewhite, my man. Thank you so much. Any realtor needs you need, call this guy, 713-291-5270. I mean, if you're looking to get out, you're looking to move into something new. If you're looking to do both, he's got you covered. Mention Sports with Balls. He'll help you out on your move and everything. Also, Construction Concepts. My boy Mark Boardman and Josh Wiseman over there. Building Houston. BuildItHouston.com. Also, 713-320-0773. They do amazing commercial work, man. They really are building Houston.
That's right. That's right. And of course, I want to be possible again without Prime Texas Metal Roofs. It's hurricane season. Go out there, get your metal roof, get whatever roof that you need to be prepared, or just in general, you need a new roof. Call them up at 832-993-7507. Mention Sports with Balls. You get your free roof inspection, and then boom, get your free roof.
Boom.
Boom.
I saw a bunch of roofs getting done today in the golf course, like a
Okay,
ton.
there you go. There you go. And then, of course, our man, like you said earlier, Mark Thiessen with Thiessen
Yep.
Law Firm. Great guy. Go to them. They will take care of your family or criminal or anything you need in the law.
Maybe
Call them at
John on the
713.
bicycle might be a criminal.
Oh.
Maybe it's a good thing that
He might,
happened.
yeah, he might need to call Mark. Well, I mean,
I don't know if he wants that tied to Mark Thiessen Law Firm, but anyways, Thiessen Law Firm, if you mention Sports with Balls, you get a free consultation. Call them up at 713-864-9000. That is 713-864-9000. Thanks again to Thiessen Law Firm.
Let me get this straight for people out there. If you got something major going on like that, like don't go mention Sports with Balls to Mark Thiessen like that. Let's just stop. Like, if you get hit with lightning on your neighbor's yard, call Mark Thiessen. You're good to go. Like, there might be a lawsuit there. Hey, one quick thing. Tiger Woods is back. He'll be playing on Thursday, a week from today at the Memorial, which I mean, you guys know me. I absolutely love golf, and he's one of my favorite athletes to watch. So he'll be back on Thursday, which will be fun. So I'm excited for that. Last thoughts, Lauren?
Stay safe out there. Have a good weekend. And,
Papa?
I got nothing else.
You done?
I'm done. I've said what I needed to say.
That's about right. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in to Sports with Balls. Ebonics, thank you so much for doing this again. Earl Ebonics. We're over here again at Glitter Karaoke.
Got you, bro.
Flying a little love. We'll
There you
see you
go.
guys, man.
We can
On
talk
Monday. We'll see y'all. We're out.
Yeah.
Just crossed my mind.
Don't play that too long.
what is that?
Grateful Dead.
Oh, that's the Grateful Dead?
It's over now.